It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Steelers and the Jets, next on Madden Football.
Well, we're about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway here on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. To throw is Namath. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 7 yards to pick up there. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Right back to him on first down. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3. Namath to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to have a Jets first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Play fake, now Namath. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Off the play fake, it's Namath. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 42. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Namath. And Walker has it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 1st and 10 now, Namath. Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another 1st down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, ends up spilling it for a loss.
2nd and 11. Throwing is Namath. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Now Namath. Touchdown, Jets. That's called a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They'll start the drive with Harris, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
To throw on second down, Bradshaw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Got a man, it's Swann, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. 23 yards the pickup there. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Now here's a throw, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Walker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. McNeil, and he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's been up with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Namath. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. That time a 9-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. On first down, Bradshaw. He'll complete this one to Swann. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw on second down. Bradshaw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Bradshaw. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair, and he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I'm well, all right, never mind. 3rd quarter action now. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this 3rd quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bradshaw throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They hand this off to Harris. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off-play action. Bradshaw. This will be caught by Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They got to put it away and secure it as they try to get downfield.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here of the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
On 1st down, McNeil, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 on 2nd down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Namath. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run on 1st down. Riggins. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 2nd and 9, Namath got a man and he hits him in stride. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
There's more coming. There's more coming.
Going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. On 1st down, Riggins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 2, Namath. And that is incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And he comes back with one complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I can hear right now that most people in our business are saying, why aren't they running the football? But I happen to agree with this strategy. They've had success all game long. I don't think they should go away from it. Too often, teams go into that protect mode and end up giving away the football. This team has stayed aggressive, and it's working out for them.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off inside the 5. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
To throw on 2nd down, Bradshaw, slant route to Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. Throwing on 1st down, Bradshaw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Miller, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end round. Complete. 7 yards the pick up there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Everything worked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Bradshaw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review of this play. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run on 1st down. Riggins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take a knee. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a nail down as the clock goes down to zeros. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
I almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just